morning, you guys, it's Karen and I am talking about hair products today. I have got 6 hair products to tell you about that I can't live without, and then I've got 2 honourable mentions because you know I like to throw in a few extras here and there. I've actually only got 2 kind of washing products and the rest are styling products. I haven't got a conditioner, which I was surprised about, and I was thinking, what's my favourite conditioner? My favourite conditioner is the Tresemme conditioner. And there was another one that I used to use that I can't for the life of me think now. Oh, it was a Superdrug one, but the last time I got it, it smelled really weird. And they changed the packaging. I don't think it was the same. So I don't currently have a favourite conditioner. No, I don't. I do have a favourite, the Tresemme, but I don't have one that I can't live without. I think the Tresemme one is good, the moisture-rich conditioner, but I'm happy to use other conditioners, you know. If you aren't new to my channel, a few of these things won't surprise you, and this one probably won't surprise you. This is the Deep Cleansing Shampoo. It's now called Replenish and Cleanse. It used to be called the Deep Cleanse Shampoo, and it's by Tresemme. I have been using this for years and years and years, like so many years. I'm trying to think how many. 7 or 8, something like that, and there was a break in the middle because I changed to being cruelty-free and they weren't cruelty-free, and then they became cruelty-free, so I was delighted when I could go back to using this because I never found anything that was a good replacement. I love the fact that this is a translucent shampoo. I don't know why I'm going to show you what translucent is, but I love that this is a translucent shampoo. I've always found they make your hair feel sort of fresher, and the fact that this is a replenish and cleanse, it means that it just gets out all of the build up. And some people don't like using shampoos like that. I've always really enjoyed using a deep cleansing shampoo because I feel like as long as you then load your hair with conditioner, you're doing your hair a service, you know, because you are cleaning out making it clean enough to accept the conditioner. Does that make any sense? I'm not explaining it that brilliantly, but I'm sure you know what I mean. Haven't got a conditioner, as I said, but this is, I just couldn't live without this. I have all of these things kind of in all the time, and if they ran out, I'd go and repurchase them. So this, I've just repurchased this because I ran out of the last one. You know, I used up the last one. I only use it twice, and that's all I get out of these. It's worth every penny to me. So this is the Olaplex Hair Perfector number 3. I use this when my hair starts to feel a bit weak, if it feels a little bit dry, if it feels a little bit damaged, if I feel like the hair's snapping off, or if I feel like when I brush my hair there's too much hair coming out on the brush, I use this. And it's not a conditioner, it tells you that, you know, and it is a bit of a pain in that it's a pre-wash. So I will shampoo my hair, put this on, half a bottle, so I saturate my hair in it, and I leave it on overnight, and then in the morning I wash it out and then condition my hair, and it always feels stronger. Like I said, it's not a conditioner, it doesn't necessarily make it feel softer, but it always feels stronger, so I love that and would not be without it. Then my Aveda Volumizing Tonic. I've been using this for many years. This is where I'm up to on here, so you can see I've used quite a lot of it, although I have been using that Paradox one a lot to try and sort of compare, and I would say it's as good as this one, but this one doesn't smell as bad, which is weird because this one is normally a sort of botanical smell, but this one smells nicer. But this is great. This is a volumizing tonic, as I said. It always, I feel like, gives my hair a little bit more bounce, and it doesn't make it greasy. That's the key for me. A lot of things that give you volume, I think, make your hair feel greasy and dirty after a few days, and this doesn't do it, and I love it. And like I said, I started off with just a little miniature bottle and then ended up buying, I think this is my 2nd one. It lasts me a long time. And I like the fact that it's a spray, and it's a nice sort of light spray, you know, it's a mist, so you can cover your hair. That's maybe why it's not greasy, because you can cover your hair without having to use a lot of product, because, you know, like if you're using serums and stuff, it's hard to get an even coverage, and sometimes a spray, if it just comes out, you know, like that, then it's hard also. But I love that. Okay, I've got 2 serums here, but one I use on my hair after shampooing, and the other one I use as a kind of finishing oil. But this is the Moroccan oil. This is something that I can't count how many bottles of this I've had. This video could have been in that series of products I've used for years, except for one that I'm talking about here, where I was like, no, you know what, I couldn't live without that, but I haven't used it for years. I've only bought it in the last year, and there are other products that I have used for years but are no longer available, like the Paul Mitchell Skinny Serum. So anyway, this one, I have used this one for many, many, many years. I love the smell, I love everything about it. This here is my kind of reserve bottle because I've still got another bottle on the go, but I wouldn't be without it. So I always buy this. I love it because it just, my hair feels so silky and so soft after using this. You know how I was saying, if I use Olaplex, it doesn't make my hair feel like soft or conditioned or whatever. This is just like using an amazing conditioner. And if I've washed and conditioned my hair and I can tell when I'm blow drying it that it's not going to feel, or tell when I'm drying it, sorry, with the towel, like that, you know, okay, this is not going to be silky smooth, then I'll use this. I mean, I use this a lot of the time. The only downside, I've mentioned this before, is that you need to be careful you don't use too much, because not because it makes your hair greasy, because that's another thing I love about it. It doesn't make my hair greasy, but it can, your hair can be so soft that it would lack volume. So I need to be careful to try and use this on the ends of my hair, and I find that really difficult because when my hair's wet and I'm putting product in, it's kind of, you know, it's not like this down, so the ends are just easily accessible, if you know what I mean. I'll tip my head up and put them on the ends, but that really means it's getting in the middle as well. And I don't know, I found a great way of doing serum, which is really just to cover your palms in it so that you can't really feel any serum on it and run through your hair. But like I said, with this, you need to be careful if you're really looking for a style with volume, then you need to make sure you avoid your roots, because it makes it so soft and silky that it doesn't sort of fluff it up, if that makes sense. But I love it and wouldn't be without it. Then the Olaplex 7. This is another one I suppose I've not been using for years. Those 4 I've been using for years, but this one, I bought a bottle of this and I reviewed it. I think I might have done a video on all of the Olaplex products, and I wasn't sure about this one. So this is my second bottle, because I had been using it in the way they say to use it on. I think it says to put a few drops in after washing your hair. Now, a few drops is never going to do anything for me, but if I used enough to cover my hair, it would just make my hair feel greasy. So I was like, okay, this is just not working for me. But I happened to use some of my last bottle after watching a video on, I don't know, TikTok or Instagram, something like that, where a woman had curled her hair and she used some oil in it. And I thought, well, I've never ever thought about doing that, but I'm going to use a little bit. And I thought the result was lovely. So I can use it because it's not greasy. And so my hair won't be greasy, but I just use a couple of drops like that in my palm. So like I said, I really only use this after I've curled my hair with a curling tong. Rub my palms together so you can see there's not much there. By the way, this smells divine. And then rub it across my hair. And I would just like do that with my curls. And I would have thought that would have made the curls drop, but it doesn't. It just takes, I suppose you could say frizziness, but that's not really what I mean. And it just makes everything look a little bit smoother, you know. And I don't know whether it holds them in longer, because I think that was the point of the one that was the video that I watched. But I just like how it looks, you know, it just, because my hair can go a little bit sort of frizzy looking once I've curled it. So I love this. And you can see I haven't used much at all, but I have used it quite a lot because I only need to use those couple of drops. There's still some left in my hair, in my hands there. And a little goes a long, long way. But if I use it on my damp hair, it seems to make it greasy. Really weird. So that's the Olaplex 7 Bonding Oil, I think it's called, which is a weird name for it. Okay, my last item, and then I've got 2 honourable mentions. This is the Colour Wow Pop and Lock. This is a recent favourite, so you can see how much I've used, because this is one when every time you use it, it goes up and up and up and up. And I love this, and I would definitely repurchase this. I've got a couple of things like this. One was by, I think was it Elise Stafford product, and it was called Updo, and it was what you used when you were trying to, you know, like if you're doing a little plait here or something like that and you want a bit more grip on your hair, you could use it for that. And I also have a little pot by Mark Hill of wax, but it's just too thick, that one. But this is like, it's almost like a wax. It's called Pop and Lock High Gloss Finish. I wouldn't necessarily say there's a high gloss finish. Again, I use this as a finishing cream. I was using the Moroccan oil smoothing lotion, which I do like, but this one, I think I just like it a little bit better. Again, I've put it on my hands, I've just sort of done that, and I smooth it over my hair, but I use this, I suppose I could use this on curly hair. I've never actually tried it, but I'm more using this when I've washed my hair and I've got all those little flyaways sticking up. This is pretty good. This is Is it the best thing I've found so far? Because I'm going to talk about something else that I think is really helping, but probably the two combined would work the best. But this is the best finishing cream, you know, for when your hair's dry and you're like, there's little bits sticking up everywhere and it's driving me mad. This is the best thing. It doesn't last all day, but it does last a few hours. And yeah, I love it. And I've been using it a lot, and I will definitely repurchase this. That's the 6 products I can't live without. And like I said, I've got an honourable mention. And I was saying that I think my kind of perfect combination at the moment to stop frizzy hair, to stop flyaways, is using this GHD, what is it called? Sleek Talker Wet to Sleek Styling Oil, and this. So I use this on wet hair and then this when it's dry, and the combination just seems to be working perfectly for me. Now, it's not to say that I wouldn't be attracted to another product, because they don't, you know, I'll do that and think, oh yeah, it looks okay, and then a couple of hours later I've still got the frizzies. It's nothing lasts that long. Although this, I'm not showing it as a product I can't live without, because I've only just started to notice it, and I'm like, is it this? And I need to, you know, just use this and nothing else and see how this is. I have used this on this blow dry, and I did get the same result. I feel like my hair is less frizzy, but it's not like frizz free. I feel like this is as good as the, you know, the Colour Wow spray. I do like that one as well. There's so many things I could probably give an honourable mention, but I do like the Colour Wow anti-frizz spray, and I do still use that, but I use that every 2 or 3 washes, because I don't think you have to use it every time. But this is, it is an oily serum. It's not an oil at all. It says sleek, what does it say? Wet to sleek styling oil. It's not, it comes out as an oily serum. It smells amazing, and this is supposed to be used with the, you know, the duet that I've got that I still like, where you blow dry your hair from wet to straight. But I've since used it a few times and thought, you know what, I think this is like really good for smoothing down frizz. When my hair is just washed, there's bits sticking up everywhere, but yeah, using this seems to help, and I use it quite liberally as well, which I like, even though this is just ultra expensive. So where I've said I can't live without those other things, this, I don't remember how much it is, but I think it's probably 20 something pound, and it's worth it to me because it works. This I think was 30 something pound, and we'll see how quickly I use it and if I still love it by the time I get to the bottom. So watch out in the empties for this one, whether or not I spend that much money again, because there is a limit for me, you know, as to how much, especially because I like to buy a lot of stuff. But that's that one. I'll link it for you anyway, so they keep reading it. And then this has become a favourite. I wouldn't say I can't live without it, but as I said, when I did show you this, I think in the haul, I had one, I used it up, and then I bought another one. So it must be good, you know. I remember thinking this must be better than I think. And I used it this morning, but it's as I thought. It's great for giving volume, but it doesn't stay. You know, it is great for volume, and that's how they show you it on, you know, on all the social media adverts. They're like, look what it does to your hair, and it's brilliant. But 5 minutes later, my hair will be flat again. But what I have found it to help with, and again it's help with, is when I curl my hair. I often spray this on my dry hair if I'm using a curling tong. So I'll use this before using my curling tongs, and it definitely helps. Or I'll curl my hair and then spray this on, and I feel like it helps. And when I say it helps, it doesn't keep my curls in by any means. I don't think there is a product out there that will do that. You know, again, it's like I said in the last video about being an intelligent woman, but being taken in by things. Like, when am I going to understand? You know, I was talking about the concealer at that point, the KVD concealer, which I've started to really enjoy, by the way. That's what I've got on today. I used it with a brush, and I was like, oh, it's really different with a brush. It thins out a lot, but it still brightens, and it doesn't go into creases. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Yeah, and it's the same with things to curl my hair. When I was like at home and 15 years old, my stepmom was trying to curl my hair, and she was always complaining how it wouldn't hold a curl. And the only way my hair does hold a curl is if I put curlers in it. You know, if my hair is wet, and this is what she did, wet my hair, put curlers in it, sleep in them, and take them out in the morning, the curl will never come out. That's the only way I found, and I have used product after product after product. And when am I going to understand that no amount of product is going to change my hair type. You know, my hair is thick and strong and stubborn and heavy, and it just will not hold a curl because it's straight hair. I mean, you'd think there'd be some positive to like the whole menopause. You know, I've got the bags and the circles and all of that. Can there not be something with my hair going all dry and frizzy that maybe it holds the curl a bit more, please? Like, but yeah, I'm still not understanding that products are not going to work. But this, like I said, does help. It's called Style on Steroids. But does it puff up your hair? Yes. Does it last? No. But it does help my curls stay a little bit longer. So, like I said, this could have been products I've used for years, but I could only find 5, and it doesn't feel like enough. Telling you about 5, I feel like 6 is the minimum number that I would want to come and do a video for, and I had only 5 products that I've been, no, 4 that I've been using for years, but these are 6 that I can't live without, definitely. These are my must-have products. I haven't even decided on a title for the video. It's just, these things are amazing. I need to, you know, I'll find one and go, it was this one actually that I'll be like, I must tell them about this. I must tell my YouTube friends about this because it's really good and it's an unexpected, you know, I didn't expect this to be good. And kind of the same with the GHD one. So let me know what your must-have hair products are. I would love to know, especially conditioners, because I have got ones that I really enjoy. I've got a few Garnier Ultimate Blends. I'm really enjoying those conditioners. I like the kind of lamella waters, and I just found one that I haven't used for ages, which is, I'd forgotten about, which is a Revolution one, so I'm going to use that one. But there's nothing that I'm like, this is amazing. Not even in the masks. I really like my Moroccan oil mask. Oh, I like my Moroccan oil conditioner, but I can't say I couldn't live without it, you know. Because it's so expensive, and to me for a conditioner, I don't know. And I haven't got any of it, which is probably why I didn't remember it, because I was looking at all of my hair things thinking which are the ones that I always have in, and you know, anyway, you get the picture. Let me tell you what I'm wearing makeup wise. I have got on the HMB Cosmetics foundation. It's the matte one. I've got on the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude. I wanted to do this eye look so you could see it, because do you remember I just showed you in the haul the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette, and this is the look that I really like. It's really, really hard to do my eyeshadow at the moment, so hard. My eye is still watering and my usual things are not working, so I'm using my Opticon drops. I have stopped using oils near my eyes or on my face at all. I've stopped using my retinol. I have taken antihistamines, I've done everything, and it's still watering in the corner here. That's one of the problems I've got. But the other thing is, since having a blepharoplasty, and I'm going to talk about how I feel now about my blepharoplasty in a video soon. I just want to work out when did I have it done, and I need to do some kind of before and after pictures, you know, with and without makeup, and compare how it was from say a couple of months after the surgery to now. And tell you if I regret it, would I have it done again, that kind of thing. But one of the things from the blepharoplasty is it's left a bit of dry skin there, and I have tried with the TCA peels to get rid of it, but my makeup just will not sit. I have tried every brush going, I buff and buff and buff, and it looks like my makeup's uneven. It looks like it catches on the corner of my eye, you know. Anyway, why am I telling you this? I'm just having a bit of a moan, aren't I? Blush is the Rare Beauty blush. I can't remember the name of it, but it's the Rare Beauty liquid blush, you know, in the little container. I've got the mini one. And then this lipstick, I like it, I think, is the Milani one. Again, I can't remember the number, but I'll put it in the description for you if you're interested. And that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.